Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Cindy Karnes, your guide through the transformative journey of self-discovery. Today, we're going to continue to dive into how understanding your communication style can not only boost your confidence, but also help you connect with others authentically. Joining me today is my dear friend, Elaine Pardi, communication stylist. Welcome, Elaine.
Thanks, Cindy. I'm excited to be here for this conversation today. I think this is going to be a real fun experience for people to listen to.
Absolutely. Before we dive in, Elaine, why don't you introduce yourself to our listeners?
Sure. My name is Elaine Pardi. I'm a communication stylist, and I help people understand about their highest form of communication so that they can use that to improve their own relationship with themselves and, in turn, relationships with others and other conversations they have. So, my passion is really helping people discover that natural style of communication that feels authentic when it shows up. So, thank you.
Absolutely. This is exactly why I enjoy having these conversations with you. You are such a gift for helping people recognize the strengths in their communication style. And so today we're going to dive into passion, the communication style of confidence. Passion communicators are expressive, energetic, and emotionally engaging. They naturally draw people in with their enthusiasm and make even ordinary topics feel exciting. Elaine, what does it really look like when someone is a passion communicator? And do you have a story that can bring this to life?
I definitely have a story I will share with you, and that's about a client that I worked with named Sophie. Sophie learned that she had the passion communicator as her main authentic style of communication, but it took some digging to figure that out. And so when I start with people, I like to talk about their childhood experiences because for me, seeing Sophie in her childhood explained a lot about how she now uses passion as a communicator. So when she was little, she was a kid, maybe in grade school, maybe fourth grade or something. She told me a story about when she was the narrator for a school play. And she was able to bring life to that performance. And she was enthusiastic. She had big expressions and used her voice to really engage the story into life. And her teachers were so amazed by her ability to do that. And that really made her feel energized about what she was doing. And she was really connecting with people through emotion and energy. And then as she grew up, she continued to be the person that brought enthusiasm to conversations. She had a way of making people feel heard, inspired, and excited about their ideas. And so she really used that form of passion as a communicator, but didn't really even know that she was doing that. So as she moved through life, I was able to work with her about her assessment, the Fascinate assessment, to help her discover this and understand more about it. And so now she's able to apply these skills of passion communication to everything that she does, whether it's her own relationship or her extended relationships, her relationships with her spouse, her children. And she no longer needs to tone down her excitement. And she uses that as a strategy. So that's what I love about when people find this bit of information about themselves, they can really apply it to their lives. And that's what I like to help people do is understand how to apply it to their lives. So that would be the story I would tell about Sophie. I think it really does kind of explain how people move through different forms of communication, but it really centers back into their whole life. So with her childhood is a great example, and then it just keeps going through her life to make her understand more with the assessment that really helped seal her information about it and make her aware. So thank you.
Yeah, I love that story, Elaine. Thank you for sharing Sophie's journey. But it's such a great reminder that we sometimes see ourselves or our action as too much, but it can also be our too much can also be our greatest strength. So, Elaine, for anyone who listening who might recognize themselves in Sophia's story, what are three biggest lessons they can take away about embracing their passion communication style?
Yeah. So when you think about passion, a lot of times people feel like this is an overwhelming kind of urge to like express themselves. But I want you to understand that it's okay to lean into that energy and not away from it. You don't need to shrink who you are to make others feel more comfortable, because this is how they enjoy you showing up. Your enthusiasm makes it like a magnet for people to feel comfortable around you, and magnets attract. So, like, think of it that way. Another way I can say is like even matching your passion with your purpose. So challenge yourself to understand where you create value in the world. And is it through teaching or leadership or sales? Whatever you're doing, create that passion and purpose to really be kind of like your yin and yang to make you shine in your role. And another thing is, okay, be aware of your audience. So what does that mean? Like, that is sometimes passionate people can come across too strong, and other people don't necessarily enjoy that energy as much as they do. So reading who you're talking to and toning down your energy a little if you need to, but don't hide it. Just keep it surfaced, so that you're not dimming your light too much, that you're giving enough of yourself to express yourself authentically. So that's kind of what I would say, or maybe some tips that would help people understand about that communication style. So thank you.
Yeah, I totally love these tips, Elaine. And what I keep hearing, what you were saying is when some friends of mine that I could probably say they are passion communicators, as they were told, a common thread that they were told as children is to simmer down, or that they were too much, right? And so I love that you like you said, don't dim your light. Don't dim yourself to try and fit in, to continue to shine your light, continue to be your authentic self, but knowing your audience. I totally love these tips. So for those interested in knowing more about their communication style, Elaine, how would they connect with you?
Yeah, so I am always welcome to have people do this assessment, this Fascinate assessment that I offer. And you can definitely reach out to me via email at elaine@elainepardi.com, sharing that you heard this information here on Cindy's podcast. And then we can talk about what it looks like to have you experience the Fascinate assessment. So thank you for letting me offer that to them. I definitely, I love the aha moments that people have when they come and we talk. And so I really think that there's a lot of benefit that you can learn and experience through understanding your communication style.
Yes, I do as well. I highly, highly recommend those that are interested in knowing more about your communication style to take the assessment. As I took the assessment and I found that my communication style is my top two. One is Mystique, and I say I'm a listener first, speaker second, and then the innovator. And that's where once I noodle on some information, I come up with these, out of the box type of ideas. But understanding that about yourself just gives you more confidence. It really, you start to see yourself in a different light and how you're connecting with people, but through confidence. And so I could not recommend it enough. And I'm so grateful that you spent this time with us today, Elaine, in Owning Your Brilliance podcast. And this is understanding your communication is an easy step to start owning your brilliance. So for our listeners, we would love to hear from you. Do you recognize yourself in Sophia's story? If you do, feel free, please share your thoughts with us in comments below. We would love to hear from you. What do you want? Do you want to hear more of different communication styles? Feel free to connect, share the podcast with your friends. And we look forward to learning about another communication style in the near future and connecting with those of you, with our listeners in the future. So thanks for joining us, Elaine.
Thank you, Cindy. It's been fun. It's a great experience. Thank you for sharing.
Awesome. Until next time. Thanks.